Hi, my name's Lindy and welcome to this channel. My website is www.lindycowling.co.uk. My email is info@lindycowling.co.uk, and for business inquiries, sessions or media, that email is the contact to use, please. So I'm going to keep this video short and sweet because I'm going to go straight on and record another video that I want to record today before I start doing international Skype sessions this afternoon. So I'm kind of cramming these in, and this one, it was quicker to do a short video in response to the amount of questions I have on this particular subject than to attempt to answer some of those questions here and there. It's really important for me to say at this point, I don't have the time nor the energy to respond to multiple questions from people. It's just not possible. There's only one of me in that sense doing all the answering, so I can't do it. So if there are questions, etc., for enough of the same question from people, then I will bring a video out in response to that, because that's the easiest way to do it, really. So the title of this video is Don't put diapers on the masculine. Don't put diapers on the masculine. Now, what do I mean by that? As you know, if you're watching this channel, I'm sure you are fully aware, we are a mixture of masculine and feminine energy combined within us. And the title refers to that, but it also refers to the masculine outside of us, or the masculine form of energy outside of us, or male energy outside of us, a man, a boy, etc. So what I mean by don't diaper the masculine, in response to the last video I brought out, masculine energy derailed, and explaining what I was getting clearly that had happened to consciousness doing that, I've been inundated with women, females, wanting to know if they can fix that particular issue on behalf of someone they may be connected with. That's someone being a twin flame or a soulmate or a catalyst or whatever. In the video, I answered that question, really, I was going to say in part, but really I gave the answer in that question, in that video, when I said you are not in control of somebody else's consciousness. But what I will go further and say is, I did also say in the video that I brought out 2 days ago that awareness is everything. And if we backtrack to the video I brought out just a few days before that, data transfers between, for example, twin flames. If you have a close connection with someone, and that doesn't have to be a twin flame connection, a close connection with someone, and it is close enough where you have energetics running between you, if you are at a stage in your awareness where you have taken in particular data or particular information or particular awareness, or you are using particular techniques on your behalf, so that you are using these for your well-being. And some of you would say, I'm only hesitating there because some of you would say, well, I'm also doing it on behalf of my twin flame. If we go back to the video I brought out about the data transfer, anything that you do within you that has that awareness, and I said in the video, awareness is key, they have automatic, let's say, foundational access to that information themselves. So what I would say is, you cannot do it for them, but you can lay the foundations. If the data and the awareness and the knowing is within you, and within the feminine and masculine within you, and your connection, you're not able to communicate with them openly, for example, they're not able to watch the video I brought out, for example, and do it for themselves, or even take that on board, you can lay the building blocks for it, because any awareness you have within you will transfer to a certain degree to them, but it won't transfer consciously to them. It will be back there in the unconscious or subconscious, or in the energy, or in the data, or in the background. They won't have conscious awareness of it if you're not in communication, or if they haven't recognized it for themselves. But yes, you can lay that foundation, but you can't walk, do the walk for them. I think what I'm going to say here is, there's the reason I'm calling this video don't put diapers on the masculine. If you keep putting diapers on the masculine, how are they ever going to learn to use the potty? If you keep putting diapers on the masculine energy, how are they ever going to learn to use the potty? And I mean the masculine energy within you, and the masculine as them, the representation of them. The question I'm going to ask here, and this is my turn to ask a question here, why am I being inundated with women trying to control the outcome of a masculine connection of theirs, whether that is, whatever that masculine connection is? It doesn't have to be a twin flame, but twin flames, divine connections, soul connections, catalysts, none of the above, but just a strong link between them. Why is it that the feminine energy feels that they know best? It's almost like, you know what, I'm going to answer that question for you. It is almost looping into a motherly kind of vibration. It's looping into that mother-like energy, that mother archetypal energy that is a caring, loving energy, but also feels that they know best. I'm going to, again, backtrack to what I said here, and it links in. All the videos I've done in the last week all link. The data transference one, the one where I said the masculine energy derailed and what I have seen on a chromosome there, and the one I'm bringing out today. The awareness and the energetics are there, and you can sow the seeds of something, and you can go through all the things I said to try in the video I brought out 2 days ago. But at the end of the day, you cannot force anyone to become conscious. All the information can be sitting there in the background for them. You can upload it, you can download it energetically. All of you have different ways of doing that. Some of you have legitimate ways of doing that. Some of you have imaginary ways of doing that. But you still can't force a masculine energy to become conscious or go through a certain bit of the process that you want them to go through because you think you know best. I'm going to say it again. If you keep putting diapers on the masculine, they are not going to learn to use the potty. And even that reference, it's a bit like a mama with a baby again, isn't it? Again, it's an archetypal thing. It's like a mummy with a baby. The feminine energy overall 100% feels they know best here. Now I'm almost going to burst out laughing because in the early years of being on this channel, I was one of them. I felt that I knew best. The masculine energy within us and within you is not it's not an energy that isn't as evolved as the feminine, because if that were the case, there would be a gross imbalance within us and a gross universal balance. It has to be in a state of homeostasis or equilibrium. Each aspect of energy has its challenges. The feminine has its challenges because they are so wired into the pain body and they get so caught up with the emotions and so entangled in codependency programs, massively entangled in those things. They are the big ones for the feminine expression of energy. So, you know, not masculine or feminine have all the answers. They're both dealing with different things. Even with the best intentions at heart, yes, you can go through all the things that I said to try on the video I brought out 2 days ago, and you'll have your own ways of doing that. Maybe you'll have your own ways of doing that. And if your masculine connection is not on board with it and you're not in communication, so you can't talk to them about it, or they wouldn't be open to trying anything like that anyway, or they wouldn't be interested, or they wouldn't believe it, if it makes you feel better, or if you're convinced it's working, you can go through that aspect of doing the work and lay the foundations for it there and see if it makes a difference. I would say, I'm going to turn this around and say, what I would say, it would be interesting if it makes a difference. And perhaps what you guys can do is, if you decide to do that, perhaps in the next few weeks or few months, you could feed that back to me and tell me, so I get a global picture, a global pattern of whether feminine energy trying to do that on behalf of the masculine energy made any difference. Now, if I get inundated with a response in the next few weeks or few months that loads of feminine energies all over the world did that bit of the work on the masculine aspect of them in another human being, or the masculine aspect of them within, and it made a significant difference, there was suddenly communication where there wasn't communication, there was a massive leap forward, they felt better, the masculine felt better, then I will be up here like a shot and saying, well, it seems to have worked, and I will be sharing that. If, on the other hand, those same ladies do that, but they don't really notice any difference whatsoever, then that will back up what I said in the video 2 days ago, which was awareness is key. So awareness in you, if you have a genuine connection with someone, does transfer and translate to them anyway, so they would get the data on it. But they have to be conscious enough to be able to use it or access it. But let's see what happens there. What I would say is, again, make sure the reasons that you are wanting to do that, are you wanting to do it for the, let's say, the highest reasons, or are you wanting to do it to try and control the process again, to control the masculine again, to walk the walk for them, to put the diapers on them so they don't use the potty? Are you doing it because mama knows best? Or are you doing it on an equal footing and just trying it and see what happens? As I said 2 days ago, getting it in an almost channeled form, the information I was getting is the awareness can sit in there, in the masculine and feminine, but that you can't make them, force them to become conscious. Any more than a masculine energy can force a feminine energy to become conscious, you know, that way round as well. So I hope that answers your question. If you are used to working in a particular way that you feel is on behalf of your connection as well, that's up to you. If you want to try what I've said in the video about this blue chromosome and you feel it's making a difference, keep a note of it, keep a watch on it. It's no use telling me really in the next few days, that's too early. Let's give it a few months and see what the global picture is there. And if you doing it on behalf of them made a difference, or if just having the awareness in you, the knowing of it, maybe even watching that video suddenly creates a shift and that makes a difference and you didn't have to do anything more active than that. Or if the masculine energy within you, the masculine energy within them shifts. This is another aspect I want to take on this. As we are a mixture of masculine and feminine energy, you as a masculine feminine mixed energy watching this, because your masculine side is getting the input as well as your feminine side, perhaps that will help. It's in some ways uncharted water, so let's see what happens there. But again, you know, it's just really a video to answer that, but also take on board. I think it's important to ask yourselves as well why you're doing that, because I see the same pattern all over again, except in a few cases. Make sure you're doing it for the higher reason, not because mama knows best, because there's aspect of that archetypal mummy energy coming in here, and also quite a controlling energy. If you want your masculine energy to man up, give it a chance to do it. On that note, I'll love you and leave you. As always, thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for subscribing to me as that channel. And a shout out to the lovely couple that made a little donation to me a couple of days ago, thanking me for bringing out that masculine derailed video. They are a couple that have used it, both of them on board on their behalf. So thank you for that as well. And I'm really glad that it's helping, or it's helped, or it's worked. Loads of love to you guys. I'm going to go straight on and record another video again now, so it's a busy day. See you again in a minute. Bye. Bye.